Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Ty's Cincinnati Real Estate Reviews. And today we're going to be talking about Anderson Township, Ohio. This is a suburb east of downtown Cincinnati. We're going to talk about the schools, the walkability, the parks, the types of homes that are there. We're going to talk about the values of homes. We're going to talk about restaurants. And of course, stick around at the end. I'm going to give you the 3 things I dislike about the Anderson area and the 3 things I love about Anderson. Let's go. Welcome back. I'm Derek Ty, and I've been selling homes here since 2004. So let's get started with why should I buy a home in the Greater Cincinnati Ohio area? Starting with the business community, there are a ton of Fortune 100 companies here, small businesses, and even startups. There's great schools from preschools all the way to top universities. We have world-class sports like the Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Bengals, Hoo Day, and soccer. We've got amazing parks, both city, township, even state parks everywhere. We have lots of friendly people that smile, which I like. Farmers markets all over town, world-class fine arts and entertainment, restaurants, the Cincinnati Zoo, world-class hospitals, an international airport, and even great real estate home values. So where is Anderson Township located? Well, Anderson is a township east of downtown Cincinnati, and it is in Hamilton County. It's surrounded by Mount Lookout, Marymount. It includes the area of Newtown and Mount Washington, and it's near Milford, Union Township, and it's bordered in the south by the Ohio River. This is one of the biggest townships in the state with over 44,000 residents and about 1,300 businesses. So how close is it to downtown Cincinnati? Well, you can either take 275 south to 471 north, or you can take State Route 125 west, and either way is about 20 minutes from the heart of Anderson. So what about hospitals in the area? Well, there's actually a hospital right in Anderson Township. That's Anderson Mercy Hospital. You can also go 20 minutes to downtown, and you're going to pick up about 5 regional hospitals, including UC, Christ Hospital, Good Samaritan, and several others. So how close is an airport from Anderson Township? Well, there's 2 international airports that are both within a driving distance there. One is the CVG Airport that is about 20 minutes to the south in Hebron, Kentucky. And if you want to go a little bit further north and have another airport option, you can go to the Dayton International Airport, and that's about an hour and 20-minute drive. So what makes Anderson special? Well, Anderson is a vibrant and welcoming community that offers a wide range of attractions, amenities, and opportunities for residents and tourists and visitors alike. So whether you're interested in outdoor recreation, cultural events, shopping, dining, or just enjoying your friends and neighbors, Anderson has a little bit for everyone. So if you're looking for a great place to live, work, or play in the Greater Cincinnati area, make sure you check out Anderson. So is there good shopping available in Anderson? Well, there is a central shopping strip that's called Beachmont Avenue or State Route 125 that runs east to west, and it has hundreds of shopping options, a ton of stoplights, and you're going to see strip centers and small box retailers all the way to the big box retailers all the way up and down the strip. There's also several grocery stores in the area, including Kroger. There's also a mall called the Anderson Town Center. That is actually right there on Beachmont Avenue, 125, and the corner of 5 Mile Road. It's a popular intersection, very busy, and that's going to have some anchor stores along with shops and some office. Some people work from there as well. And then you'll have homes that surround that area and some, bars and things like that too. So what about restaurants in Anderson? Well, you've got about every major chain available up and down the Beachmont Avenue strip. Beachmont is basically an area that has been kind of coined just like Eastgate in the Union Township area. Anderson Township has Beachmont, which is basically kind of a town. It kind of shares the border with Union Township and Anderson Township. So if you hear the term or the town name of Beachmont, a lot of times it's from Beachmont Avenue, which is part of Anderson Township. So what are my favorite restaurants in Anderson? Well, I think what you'll find is that mostly in Anderson Township, you're going to find chain restaurants. So even our local chain restaurants are popular here. So I'm going to start with the list with Skyline Chili. Most Cincinnatians love their Cincinnati style chili, and Skyline Chili is one of the popular favorites here in town. So you will definitely find a Skyline Chili in Anderson. Next on the list is Dewey's. This is a regional chain of pizza, and it's kind of like your gourmet pizza, some high-end toppings. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than your average everyday pizza place, but the toppings and the experience are well worth it. La Rosa's Pizza is next on my list. This is another Cincinnati-specific favorite. There are, at least 30, I think, La Rosa's restaurants around the greater Cincinnati area. And what you're going to find is it's a classic Cincinnati-style pizza, kind of medium price range. You'll see this catered into a lot of the company events around town. And a lot of the families will go there after a soccer game, baseball game, lacrosse game, that kind of stuff. Next on the list is City Barbecue. This is probably the best barbecue place around in that area. So if you're looking for pulled pork, smoked brisket, some great side dishes, and kind of in that general, Anderson Township area, City Barbecue is a great fit. Another local favorite is El Coyote. You can get a big steak there. You can get Tex-Mex food. A lot of people like their tequila selection there and margaritas that are available. This restaurant has been in the area for a really long time. It's really popular with locals, and it's one of the few locally owned and operated restaurants in the Beechmont, Anderson Township area. Last but not least, if you're looking for something sweet, I would check out Grater's. This is another Cincinnati favorite. They do have a location there on Beechmont Avenue, 125, right there in the heart of Anderson Township. Again, this is really popular for after dinner, families going there and having a scoop of ice cream. My personal favorite is the vanilla malt. Feel free to choose one of their 20 or 30 flavors and see which one is your favorite for a scoop of ice cream. So what about parks around the Anderson Township area? Well, there's actually 11 parks and about 500 acres of green space. So one thing you'll really like about Anderson Township, if you like scenery and woods and views and hills and streams and creeks and rivers like I do, is Anderson is really one of those townships that has that very woodsy feel. So whether you're right off of one of the major intersections into one of the neighborhoods, past one of the golf courses or parks, you're going to find some winding hills, 2-lane roads. You're going to find big mature forests and trees, and you're going to see some creeks and even some walking trails that connect some of the neighborhoods together. A couple of my favorite parks in the area are Beach Acres. This is a 100-acre park. It's got playgrounds, sports fields, hiking trails, picnic areas. It has the Beach Acres Parenting Center, which has a bunch of resources in the area for parents and people that are raising children in foster care situations. It's a great charity, and they have a bunch of land around that facility. The Anderson Township Park is also very popular there. That offers a wide range of recreational opportunities, including the sports fields, playgrounds, walking trails, picnic areas, and they have a stocked fishing lake, which I love. Another one of our favorite family parks in Anderson Township is Juliff's Park. That park has pretty much everything a family wants. You've got walking trails, sports fields, you've got an area to play basketball, and of course just big open grassy areas. This also is very close to several neighborhoods that are around the park, so you could potentially buy one of the homes there and walk on a sidewalk all the way to get to this park. Last but not least, Nagel Park is another one of our favorites. This offers more sports fields, playgrounds, walking trails, and more open and outdoor event spaces. So is Anderson walkable or dog friendly? Well, here's my conclusion I can give you. So all the parks are dog friendly. So you can bring your dog, just make sure you have him on a leash, and make sure that you clean up after Fido if he decides to use the restroom there. But otherwise, Anderson Township is a kind of a collection of a bunch of neighborhoods, and some of them are separated by some of these winding roads. Not so easy to get sidewalk access between neighborhoods. Now, some of the flatter areas of Anderson Township do have parks that are kind of in the middle of those residential areas, but then there are other parts of Anderson Township that are more remote They're more kind of off the backsides of some of the more steeper hills. Remember that this is a township that does border the state. It's the bottom of the state of Ohio, southwestern Ohio. So you're going to get a lot of the hills that are involved with having the Ohio River there. So to the south of the township, there's a lot of steep hills. If you're kind of more toward the middle part, you're going to be more in the flat areas. And then the more northern part, you're going to get in kind of the Newtown area. You're going to find some more hills again that go back to the Little Miami River Valley. So overall, it just kind of depends on where you are in the township, on how flat it is. And the reason I'm mentioning that is if you're looking for a sidewalk community that every house, neighborhood, park, business district is all connected by sidewalks, this is not it. There are sections that are connected. So if you're into like walking your dog straight from your home and you want to go to a business district, there are some sections like that. But again, they're kind of spread apart with different zones within the township. So what school options are available in Anderson? Well, first of all, there are a ton of preschool options. So if you just drive back and forth on Beachmont Avenue, State Route 125, you're going to see a bunch of them that are literally right there, like Anderson Hills Preschool and many, many others. If you're looking for public school options there, that is the Forest Hills School District. And you can find more information about Forest Hills School District on their website, or you can go to the Ohio Report Card website if you want to get kind of an analysis comparing different school districts in the state of Ohio. If you're looking for private school options, I would definitely consider Miami Valley Christian Academy. It's a great school. You also have other options in the district, including McNicholas, Immaculate Heart of Mary, and if you want to drive just a little bit further, you're going to find St. X, Moeller, and some other private schools as well. So what types of homes are available in this area? Well, basically the Anderson Township area has a wide range of types of homes that you can live in, from apartments to townhomes, condos. You're going to find small single-family homes around 1,000 square feet that are maybe built in the 1950s and 60s, all the way to brand new construction, 4,000 square foot type homes and luxury homes. So the most common construction used is brick. You're going to see a lot of even the smaller 1950s ranch homes. Those are going to be brick up into the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Some of the tri-levels and bi-level homes, those are also brick. You're going to see some vinyl siding. The newer homes, a lot of those are going to be either brick or cement siding board. Some are white painted boards, giving kind of that farmhouse look. But you're going to see a pretty wide range of home types there in Anderson Township. Most commonly, most homes in Anderson Township are going to have basements, and most of them also will have garages. So you'll either get a partial basement or a full basement. Because of the soil here in southwestern Ohio, it's pretty cheap to build basements and finish space in the basements. I'd say about half the homes have finished basements. Some of them just leave them unfinished. Most of the newer construction homes and the larger homes, most of those people will have like a walkout or some kind of an egress window, and they will decide to finish the basements as well to get more space. So let's talk about home prices of homes that have recently sold in the last 6 months here in Anderson Township. So the sale price of condos in the last 6 months have sold for an average of $366,000 with an average of $146 per square foot. For 3-bedroom, single-family detached homes, just 3-bedroom homes, those average $323,000 at $173 a square foot. If you're looking at the 4-bedroom homes and larger, that also includes the luxury homes here in Anderson Township, you're looking at an average sale price of $519,000 at an average per square foot of $163. If you're looking for specifically for today's values and you want to reach out to us, we'll be happy to get you that list. Now it's time for 3 things that I dislike about Anderson. Well, let's start with there are not that many small town shops and stores. So yes, you have like a centralized strip that kind of runs through the township. That's where most of your businesses are, but it's not exactly like a walkable downtown kind of area. So if you want to go from shop to shop or restaurant to shop and kind of peruse around, you're really going to go to one of the strip malls or the outdoor Anderson Town Center. But if you're looking for more of a traditional old town kind of feel, like a downtown, small town feel, this is not the same thing. This is definitely one of the dislikes. So if you like one of the more traditional towns around Greater Cincinnati, you're just going to have to drive there. Number two thing that I dislike about Anderson is there's not too many gourmet restaurants, like high-end, fancy type restaurants and places to eat. So from the people that have bought homes in Anderson Township that I've helped over the years and friends that live there, that is one complaint they have, is they have to go into Milford or Loveland or Montgomery or Madeira or Newtown to kind of get one of those locally owned, locally operated higher end eating places. So if you like a glass of fine wine and want a great steak, there are a couple options in Anderson Township, but most people are going to go to one of those surrounding towns to get that. Number three thing I dislike about the area is traffic. Unfortunately, most people have to funnel east to west or west to east through one business corridor, and there are like 30 stoplights along the way. So if you're coming from downtown Cincinnati and heading out east, or vice versa, and you want to stop and eat somewhere or go shopping or whatever, you're just going to have to deal with the traffic. So sometimes it might be 15-20 minutes to stop and start traffic through there. If you're okay with that and that's not a big deal, fine. But if you're one of those people that just doesn't like traffic, then you might want to choose a different area. Now it's time for three things I love about Anderson. Well, first of all, guys, this community is beautiful. I'm talking beautiful scenery, beautiful trees, streams, rivers, creeks. It's just a beautiful place to live. And that also goes along with the homes that are there. You have some bigger home lots, you have large, backyards, and a lot of privacy. So if you want to, look out your back door and see other houses, this isn't it. Like most of these homes and neighborhoods here in Anderson Township, depending on the lot, right? Some lots you do face other homes, but there are a ton of available homes that you have very private wooded views. And if you build or buy an existing home that is closer to the river, the Ohio River, you might even get some scenic views of either downtown Cincinnati or Kentucky, or just seeing the river from your backyard. And some of those are in the several $1 million price range, next to golf courses and next to the river. Number two thing I love about Anderson is the parks. I mean, guys, the parks are amazing there. So you have, again, great amenities for homeowners, and then there's a lot of people that will even come from other parts of Cincinnati just to be into the parks there. So they're accessible, they're easy to get in and out of. Their great playground equipment is updated. The township really takes care in making sure that the facilities have been updated and they're in good maintenance condition. So I definitely give them a thumbs up on the parks. The third thing I love about Anderson Township is, despite having so much privacy and woods and scenery, you are still close to everything. So a lot of people that relocate into Cincinnati that are going to have a job in the downtown Cincinnati area, but want still to feel like they're way out in the suburbs, will take that 20-minute drive and they live in Anderson Township. So again, they get all those features and benefits of the woods and the views and the large lots and the larger homes and relatively low price per square foot on their homes. But they also are pretty close to downtown Cincinnati. So you can take some back roads and some off-street access routes. And if you've got a little sports car, convertible, and it's Friday and you pop the top down and you want to drive home from your job downtown Cincinnati, you're home in 20 to 25 minutes and you're looking at beautiful trees and some cool scenic rides along the way, maybe even along the Ohio River. So that is definitely something I love about Anderson Township. Well, thank you for taking your time to watch this neighborhood review on Anderson Township, Ohio. I hope you found something here that was of use to you. I hope that you enjoyed watching this today and you learned something. But overall, if you have any questions about buying a home or even selling your current home in the greater Cincinnati area, reach out to us at that number there below, call or text, and we'll get right back with you. And do me a favor, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing to this YouTube video, and leave us a comment. What did you learn about the area? Did we miss something that you want to add? We love to interact with people, and we'd love for smart people like you to engage with our videos, because then YouTube's going to say, wow, this smart, successful person liked this video, so they're going to feed it to other smart and successful people like you. So we really appreciate that. So overall, we enjoyed having you today. We love talking about the Greater Cincinnati area and all the great things about the neighborhoods here. And we have tons of other videos on this channel for other parts of town. If you're considering a move to Greater Cincinnati, check out one of our other videos as well. We'll sign off for today, and thank you again for watching.